Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. And off we go from Ford Field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Cordell Flott is there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And the Vikings are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it, so we're able to move forward. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And that'll set up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Jones now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He gets free. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
To the sideline, that is caught, but, he's out of bounds. They tried to get him into space, coming out of the backfield, but instead it's incomplete and 3rd down.
You can see the quarterback here. He's saying, hey, man, my bad, my fault. He knew a better ball probably leads to a nice completion. That one got away from him a little bit too much and leads the receiver out of bounds.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Third and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Vikings.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
York to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his man, the rookie from Florida. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
Let's go. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on second and 10. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, so they don't connect here, Mike, but I kind of like the early message because now as a defense, they have to understand that even if we have this guy covered, one of the best players in the entire league, this quarterback's going to continue to give him a chance at the ball. So not only do we have to cover him, we have to contest and make a play on every throw.
This is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football at their own 40.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Patrick to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Vikings first down. A gain of 5. And the Vikings
throwing again. It's Mahomes. Over the middle. It's taken in by Waddle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They put Pickens in motion. Mahomes now to throw on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 11.
Throwing now, Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
10-yard gain.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. Here's Mahomes. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. First and goal coming up.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll talk things over before third down. They'll put Loveland in motion. Third and goal. Mahomes. That'll be intercepted. He works free, right side. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this tap all the way. Touchdown, Detroit.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't know. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 43, here's second down and 2. Here's Mahomes. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Here's a third down and 4. Throwing is Mahomes. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He's got room to roam. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
On second down, Mahomes. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal. Now, Mahomes. He puts it up, and it's caught. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there third and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
17. Lions 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6.
60 back.
Back to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Go. And go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
At the 9-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ready. 60 Eagle.
It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Vikings 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Cavante Turpin on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick-6. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
Vikings 17.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On first down, it's Mahomes. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and that will lead to a second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The Lions call their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And it's 3rd down.
So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Mahomes now on second down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd and long for Mahomes. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
Starts on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 5.
7 Pirates. Let's go now. Rocco 80.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
First and 10 for Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. They put Pickens in motion. On third down, Mahomes. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
He's certainly making a strong case to be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Week. I mean, a touchdown earlier, now a sack. When you talk about impacting the game in all areas, this guy's having himself a ball game.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jack Campbell working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. That one taken in by Mitchell. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
32-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Michael, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, here's Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Tyleik Williams is there on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This drive will start on the ground. Off the sideline, past the 30, and he is out of bounds. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Mahomes back. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now
the pass rush gets home and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Mahomes now out of the gun here on 3rd down. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And a good run there. He's given 5 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. He'll work forward for a couple. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
fullback dive. I'm not sure the last time I saw fullback dive, Mike. It's kind of a lost art nowadays. But, hey, 3rd and 1, it can still be so effective, especially if you have the right guy at the position. So good play call, good execution, and he's able to pick up 1st down.
Finding space inside the 40. And he'll be taken down. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Now, faking the give. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Vikings have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and you can generate those big explosive plays.
And he's in! Derrick Henry, touchdown Vikings. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are all tied here in the third quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
Jalen Waddle on the return. The Lions take over first and 10. At their own
From the 35, it's first and 10. A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
37-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Pick by Malachi starts. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's a short one caught by Loveland. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 46. Here's second and a yard. Pitts is the man in motion. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at third down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was second and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on third down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
On third and 1, here's Mahomes. That's brought in right side by Pickens.
So that's a big first down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now, Mahomes. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll get about 5.
Henry on the carry. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Play action here. Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Lions 35, Vikings 31.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes on 1st down. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, This game could be a runaway.
Mahomes. He gets this complete to Mitchell. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. On the give, here's Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7.
Attack, attack!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll go right back to Loveland. And he will get into the end zone. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jones now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
And I think you can just about lock up Special Teams Player of the Week, Mike. I mean, he's had some big returns already in this game, and now this is another one right here.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
And the Lions.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
A run with Gibbs. Whoa. And he will get into the end zone. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set. And fortunate for them, they've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And a penalty flag down in the backfield. They finally get him down, but I'm not sure if this is going to stand. The road gets a little tougher now. It's first and 20. Throwing is Mahomes. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Now, on second and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The second down throw is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Third and long for Mahomes. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down on what will be a big play there for fourth and long.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. The field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. It is second down and 5. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
And of all the sacks they have had in this game, Mike, that's the biggest one yet. That is a big-time play. You know what they say? Sacks end games, and that might have been it right there.
On third down, Mahomes. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now he'll work his way out right. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on 4th down. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. To throw is Mahomes. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout here on the field. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. Going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.